assuming since they lost Rana, it's the 4th position Enchantress who ends up getting a lot of fun. But we'll see. And Bounty Hunter, what ditya-ra, I mean, they still haven't actually set up some help for General, but ditya-ra does get the D ward on bottom lane, off on Havos, so...
Early aggression in the mid lane. Maybe your first blood might be coming up on the side of Na'Vi here.
They are targeting this stand-in, and that's going to be our first blood, as you mentioned. Very well done there. I don't think they have enough damage here, though. So just receiving heavy harassment. The top doesn't super fit the group up and pushed lineup. Do you think that's still Navi's complete goal here?
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna kill Loki here in the top lane, who just, honestly, he looked like he AFK'd. He just stood there when he was there, just gonna snowball off the early kills, which will then allow them to push more than just one lane at once, as well as just push with less contesting coming out from the side of Empire. So QoP just offers that kill potential as well as that burst damage.
ditya-ra, one more auto attack will get it, and Funnik gets that kill. This game is already a Motorfest.
Have a better time in the bottom lane.
Yeah, I agree. It seems like a difficult lane to pick the Spirit Breaker into the Nature's Prophet. Oh, and in mid again, FN. Okay, he's gonna get off the EMP, but will the auto attacks be enough? Unable to get that. Yo, he does just get it off, but the dust comes out. SoNNeikO, not enough range. He puts up the high ground ward.
Dagger's gonna be close. I think he's gonna tick down to this. Oh,
and
barely.
Well, then he gets his kill.
Yeah, that's what they need to be doing in the mid lane. It is a Quaswex Invoker, the much more laning-oriented build for Invoker. He's considered a stronger laner when he has the Quaswex, but looks like there's aggression on the top lane as well. Yeah. No breaks on this train.
Rocket Barrage coming out onto Art Style. They're gonna get one pick there. Can they find General a bit far away? So I think that'll be bad.
What Na'Vi wanted to do and managed to turn around the kill onto the Enchantress in the top lane there.
And this seems to be like exactly what Empire needs to do. If you can come out in that mid game ahead, even though Na'Vi have a strong group up and push, there should be some. Oh, okay, in mid lane. Never mind. FN's going to go. Is he? Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, they just keep doing the same thing. Aggressive blinking from Dendi behind with the slow onto him coming from the Wyvern, and looks like they might have a kill on Volse in the bottom lane.
Yeah, he goes down. Funnik's gonna walk right through a sentry. Okay, Dendi. Oh, he doesn't get. So, well played there from Funnik. Both sides getting a lot of kills here. Of course, Navi's a little bit on top. I was gonna say, obviously for Empire, if you can come into that mid game ahead, you can pistol the push. They are getting just a lot more across the map, even though Funnik's been involved in 2 kills. He doesn't have much, you know, not really picking up CS. Oh, charge onto ditya-ra, also the Janata, he has the Shuriken, and this should be a kill, but no, Funnik now in a lot of trouble. That cold embrace comes out from Wyvern.
And there's also aggression coming out from Na'Vi in the top lane as well. They killed the Gyrocopter with the Nature's Prophet ultimate. And then there's just chaos going everywhere around here.
Yeah. Okay, and Bounty Hunter actually gets the double down there. I transferred off the top to see what was going on.
The game is even, then it'll favor Empire, but I think that it's something where that if Na'Vi even gets a crucial kill at any time, they'll get more out of it than Empire will because they'll be able to push better. But more aggression on the mid lane, no time to talk.
Oh, the bash on Dendi! Havos didn't continue to go for it. Sonic Wave comes out, and now again it's looking like FN mate. No, the Shadow Strike is done. Can ditya-ra get enough autos into no fear? Oh, they just managed to get the kill. And Dendi right back up at full.
And as well as Dendi TPing top, looking to be aggressive onto Alohadance. No ulti on Dendi, but they look like they still want to make this commitment.
They did miss the Hadouken, and now Dendi, he blunk in for that. This is going to lead to his death. The cooldown misses, but the charge from Havos and the Gyrocopter help out, and now the ult coming out, and Alohadance, he's very low. Nature's Prophet.
Minute going on here.
Sorry about that background music, folks. 1 second, I forgot I left a tab open. That was awkward. Sorry, we're gonna see General take a lot of damage here. The coconut bounce is not quite what they needed. He's still taking damage. Nature's Prophet is coming in though. Nokia is gonna fall next. And Funnik running away. Really?
Aggressive right here.
Now for a game this aggressive, do you ever consider on Dendi getting something like the Aghanim's, or is it just awkward all the way?
It's one thing, it's something about the fact that they want to be fighting a lot, so he could go for the Ags, but I think that he's going to want to go for either like a BKB or an Orchid, something more...
Oh crap, on bottom lane, we have a fall down, Funnik doing a lot of damage on ditya-ra, Sonic Wave deletes him from the map, and now Dendi taking a lot of damage, blown up by that EMP, and ditya-ra lost on the Nature's Prophet. We have a charge in deeper onto General. Could General do anything? Rocket Barrage going to finish him off. And
3 track kills on dive that hard.
Don't want to dive that hard with all these people who can rotate in, although maybe they should have, since Altstyle gets very low just to the shuriken. And now, what is ditya-ra doing? He is murdering Witch Doctor again! This is... I'm not sure if all of his kills have been on Witch Doctor, but ditya-ra...
Side of Empire looking to run into Na'Vi here. They do not have any vision. They do catch the Wyvern.
Okay, Wyvern will throw out a dust. The cooldown though. Sonic Wave hits on both. Dendi may have to blink forwards for this, and he does. But now that puts him in full Rocket Barrage, Tornado, EMP range. Dendi gonna lose all of his mana, and the Habos charges through. Nether Strike onto Dendi. They picked up that one, and now damage being returned to Funnik. But again, we're seeing the Wyvern ult. You can't damage them back. They've actually managed to get a couple of kills here on the side of Na'Vi, and now Alohadance very low. FN, I don't think he can fight up against Altstyle, but the charge on through. ditya-ra isn't attacking anyone right now, and Altstyle, one bash will bring her down. So a 4-for-3. There is the push coming in, and don't know if, oh, he's actually just going to initiate with the Winter's Curse. The charge does come in from Habos. He gets a lot of damage, but the cooldown already going on to General, and I think the edge of it hit on SoNNeikO. General swapped into a Death Ward. Sonic Wave does come out from Dendi, but going to be hit by this EMP, and that should stop all of the aggression possible from Na'Vi.
And that's what happens if you don't manage to bring down Gyro before he gets all of his stuff off. The Sange paying off there allows him to get a good call down, as well as just dishing out all the damage, and gets his 2-0 in favor of Empire and the tower. So it's looking honestly pretty rough for Na'Vi here. It looks like Dendi's just going to solo kill.
Havos could not buy a bash. If Havos had bashed once or twice there, other team utility items on her, or do you think that is such a more powerful combo?
Some people go for like the early drums for the tankiness and things like that, but other than that,
General is dead.
Pretty much core.
Oh, yeah. Nature's Prophet is going to come in. General actually a little bit tanky here. Can he get saved? The Sprout doesn't help out enough, but Dendi is here now. He doesn't have Sonic Wave, but the auto attacks Funnik ends up dying for this. Okay, yeah, he's just going to stay there. I guess he was buying out.
Yeah, I decided to smoke off the back of those 2-for-1 kill on the side of Na'Vi there, so it looks like they want to keep the aggression up. QoP did not use her ultimate. It looks like they might be possibly worried about Roche or be looking for the gyrocopter. He has no TP scroll, so they know he can't get out of this.
Oh, and Altstyle just gonna take a full rocket barrage to the face. Needs some help, maybe. There is the backup. Dendi's coming in. There's also gonna be a Sprout to make sure that Altstyle doesn't take any more rocket barrages, and goodbye gyrocopter. Another big kill for Na'Vi.
Yeah, this
for the Maelstrom over maybe the Aghanims or the Octarine. Do you think, I mean, to me that signifies more split pushing.
Yeah, they just don't have that. Looks like they're definitely going to make something happen here. Looks like they have vision of Empire. Winter Wyvern gets a good ulti off.
But at the same time, probably going to pay with that for his life. No, the swap from General means that General has no mana going into his engagement and is going to take a cooldown. SoNNeikO taking that as well. Altstyle immediately blown up. And Na'Vi, maybe not the engagement they wanted. Dendi still could maybe think about doing something. General, again, they found you. He is tracked up, charged, and Dendi just blinks away. Hi, General.
Yeah, they just didn't have the QoP there ready to burst off. They're not sure where Empire is.
Oh, speaking of not sure where Empire is, Altstyle's about to find out. There's a charge to his face and a shuriken. I mean, they should have enough damage. Habos even pops his BKB here because the rest of the team is coming in. Altstyle still not dead. A nice Winter's Curse setting up, doing a lot of damage. Funnik almost dead from his allies, but it's going to be a Tornado EMP Sunstrike blowing up Altstyle. Can Na'Vi find a return kill? They kill off the bounty using Dendi. Dendi blinking forward. I hope that their split pushing works. And speaking of, it is. It's doing very well, although a charge coming out from Habos. Gonna land onto General. He gets the stun off, but Habos has the Nether Strike at the ready. There it goes, and there's no team follow-up. EMP bringing her down.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Spearbreaker is a hell of a hero. That's all I can really say.
Yeah, and again, they've spotted somebody out. It's ditya-ra. They're going for him. Spiritbreaker, Habos really showing what this hero can do. I mean, ditya-ra, you want to be sneaking on that Nature's Prophet. Instead, you're gonna be dead. He tries to get off the lightning, but not enough.
The Spiritbreaker pick was the perfect pick for the 4th pick coming out from Empire. Like we said, the Na'Vi just wanted to split up the map, and that hero punishes that really hard.
Oh, and again, Funnik. Yeah, he actually... Oh, they did end up dusting him, so he will fall. But as you mentioned, Bounty Hunter for Nature's Prophet. And other than Nature's Prophet, I mean, sure, QoP, she scales well, has decent auto attacks, but she's not gonna deal with a Scotty. Funnik again, although he has backup this time. Alohadance drops that cooldown. Funnik finally goes down to the Nature's Wrath, and Dendi has a haste, so should be able to get up. But SoNNeikO, there is a tornado with your name on it. Was the heal enough? No, it wasn't. And Alohadance very fast, going in. BKB's popped by everyone. Dendi gets the blink off, but Oddstyle in a bad position. This team fight is entirely chaotic. The Invoker taking a lot of damage with a Nether Strike onto ditya-ra. Goodbye, Tree Man. And Invoker still not dead. Dendi goes for the Sonic Wave, does end up picking him off. Nobody else left, it looks like, to auto-attack. Alohadance, they're going in, but you can see they're just tickling him with all that Scotty health. Maybe they can burst him. Dendi has a little bit, takes another rocket barrage. There's the ult coming out, the impetus. Will Alohadance finally go down? They get him. Dendi, though, may end up paying for this one bash. And Havost kills his former teammate, and now just gonna go for the TP away. They don't have the stun.
I don't know if that was as much of a team fight brawl, trade for trade on both sides, but I think Empire scales better, but Na'Vi does have 4 semi-carries. That's pretty much what we've got going for us here. But
ditya-ra, yeah, they blocked Funnik. Now they've got the Death Ward going on to ditya-ra. He is going to get bashed back into it, taking no physical damage, though. Here comes the cooldown. He is in that new 10-second BKB. Can they pick up Havost? A nice tornado comes out, gonna EMP a bunch of them, and there's the Shivas, but Dendi blinks forward, really wants to motor Havost. And we'll be seeing if they can catch
kills. Like you said, the Shiva's done on the Invoker. Looks like the Quap could be going for the Shivas, possibly at AC, with all the right clickers that they do have on their team.
Oh, they're going in for more. There's going to be the Winter's Coast just to catch out Alohadance. They already can put the Shadow Strike on in, and here it comes. The impetus, extra damage will be done afterwards. The Sonic Wave comes out too. Alohadance is going to pop to that Orchid. ditya-ra saved in that cold embrace. And
other than the actual right-clicking heroes that standard teams usually, or that standard lineups usually go for.
Oh, ditya-ra gets the Sprout on the top lane onto Alohadance, immediately the silence, and because there's no BKB, he just has to stand and take it, and that burst damage coming out from the Soulbone on the Orchid. Well played there. They get it rushing the Axe.
Yeah, the Axe is really nice and all for Witch Doctor, but they have so much armor on the side of Na'Vi, and they do catch out in the bottom.
He is dead. Another Winter's Coast initiation there.
And once again, using it simply for the stun to be able to have the other heroes catch up and charge on Oddstyle in mid lane.
Yep, we're gonna see a swap attempt coming out, but Havost has got Oddstyle this time. General also is tracked. Dendi has come back in though, stunned onto Havost. Dendi just gonna scream on him a little bit. They're gonna let him finish him off, and now Dendi looking for more. Does not have that Sonic Wave, but the auto attacks from ditya-ra are so overwhelming. And with 4 dead, could this be high ground? Oh, they're actually going in onto Funnik. Dendi just using that gem to poke away at him. That's a full team.
Yeah, this snowballed very quickly back towards Na'Vi with these Roches as well as the pickoffs that they have at the start of every fight. And, I mean, this is what happens when you have a lineup with Venge and all the auras. They just take all your buildings after 1 or 2 good fights.
Yeah, they have auras, they have Dendi with an Aegis for another, actually only 30 seconds on that Aegis, so he needs to use it or lose it. There's gonna be a buyback on the Bounty Hunter. Rax going down quickly. Alohadance does drop the cooldown. Dendi's being tracked up, charge onto SoNNeikO, who doesn't have that ult, but they managed to again, Alohadance out of this fight for 6 whole seconds in that tracker, both taking a lot of auto attack damage. Dendi actually uses his BKB here and avoids mass amounts of damage. Alohadance trying to flat cannon, but it's not enough. Only kills off the Venge. Funnik also gonna fall here since they have a gem. And that's GG.
Yeah, that game got out of hand very quickly. It just shows that, like, you wonder where all the damage from Na'Vi comes from, and it has to be the auras, the Venge, plus the AC and the Vlads. I mean, they have no standard right clickers in that game, and yet they were able to bring down that 2600 HP, 24 armor gyrocopter like he was nothing. So definitely well executed on the side of Na'Vi. A couple hiccups in the early to mid game from Dendi when they were ganking the gyrocopter, but they definitely the gyrocopter ended up buying the Scotty and then dying 3 or 4 times in a row without getting anything out of it. His item progression